Welcome back, everyone. Ready for another deep dive. Today we're venturing beyond Bitcoin, exploring the exciting world of altcoins.
Altcoins, yeah.
Our roadmap for this journey is an article titled The Rise of Altcoins. Which ones are poised to soar in 2025? Sounds promising, right?
Definitely. And it's important to remember, altcoins aren't just Bitcoin's little siblings, you know?
Mm.
Yeah, they offer a whole universe of possibilities within the crypto ecosystem. Each one tackles specific challenges, niches that Bitcoin might miss.
Okay, that makes sense. But honestly, why should we care about altcoins? What's the big deal beyond just being different from Bitcoin?
Well, think about it. Putting all your eggs in one basket, even if it's a Bitcoin basket, can be risky.
True.
Altcoins let you diversify, spread out that crypto portfolio, potentially lessen some of that risk.
That's a good point. Diversification is always a smart move. But let's be real, the crypto world is a wild ride. How can we even begin to navigate these trends and pick the right altcoins?
You're not wrong. The market is a roller coaster. It's like heavily influenced by things like government regulations and the constant evolution of technology. Regulations, for example, some people see them as roadblocks, but they could actually bring more stability and legitimacy to the market,
So regulations could be a good thing in the long run. Interesting.
potentially. But they can also create uncertainty in the short term. It's a bit of a balancing act, really. And then you've got the rapid advancement of technology. We're seeing things like improved scalability.
Scalability.
Yeah, the ability of a blockchain to handle more transactions smoothly. That's a game changer for real-world adoption.
So that's what tackles those annoyingly long transaction times we hear about sometimes.
Exactly. And then there's interoperability.
Interoperability.
Yeah, the ability of different blockchains to actually talk to each other, work together. Imagine a future where different crypto ecosystems can seamlessly interact.
Whoa, that sounds like a huge leap forward. But let's zoom back in on altcoins. What makes one successful in this ever-changing landscape?
Well, technological innovation is key. Does the altcoin offer something genuinely new? Or does it improve on existing tech?
Makes sense.
And a strong, active community is vital too. A passionate user base, they can drive adoption and help refine the technology.
It's like that network effect, right? The more people believe in it, the more valuable it becomes.
Exactly. Market demand and trading volume play a part too, of course. If people are buying and selling an altcoin, it shows confidence in its potential. But it can't just be hype. The altcoin needs real-world use cases, solving real problems people face.
So it's got to have a purpose, be useful in the real world. Now, the article we're diving into highlights some specific altcoins predicted to do well in 2025. Let's start with a big one, Ethereum. Why is it expected to continue its reign?
Ethereum's already a powerhouse, especially in the world of decentralized finance or DeFi.
DeFi, right?
And what's really exciting is the upcoming Ethereum 2.0 upgrade. It's aiming to tackle those scalability challenges we talked about by transitioning to a proof-of-stake system.
Proof of stake. I've heard that term thrown around, but I'm still a bit fuzzy on what it actually means. Can you break it down for me?
Sure. Right now, Ethereum uses a proof-of-work system, which requires a ton of energy to validate transactions. Proof-of-stake is way more energy efficient. Users essentially stake their Ethereum to participate in validating the network.
So less energy consumption and potentially faster transactions sounds like a win-win.
Exactly. This upgrade could make Ethereum even more appealing for developers and users, solidify its place even further.
Ethereum definitely sounds like it's got a bright future. What other altcoins are on the list for potential success in 2025?
Another one making waves is Cardano. They're focused on building a secure and scalable blockchain with a big emphasis on sustainability.
Okay, sustainability is definitely a plus these days, but isn't proof of stake already pretty energy efficient? What makes Cardano's approach different?
You're right, proof of stake is generally more efficient. But Cardano takes it a step further. They developed this unique consensus mechanism called Ouroboros, specifically designed for security and energy efficiency.
Ouroboros.
Plus, they're committed to this rigorous, research-driven development process, with a focus on something called formal verification.
Formal verification, what's that?
Basically, their code goes through intense mathematical analysis to make sure it's secure and reliable, like having a team of math whizzes double-checking every line. This approach is gaining traction for minimizing vulnerabilities.
So Cardano isn't just about being eco-friendly, they're building a seriously solid foundation.
Interesting. Now, what about Solana? I've heard whispers about its incredible speed.
Solana is all about speed and efficiency. It can process thousands of transactions per second, super low costs.
Wow.
This makes it a favorite for developers building those decentralized applications, particularly in areas like gaming and DeFi. Gaming on the blockchain. Now, that's something I need to hear more about. But first, tell me, what's the secret sauce behind this incredible speed?
Solana uses a unique combo of a proof-of-history mechanism and a novel consensus algorithm. This lets them achieve much faster transaction speeds than many others.
So it's not just about using proof of stake, it's about adding innovative tech on top of it. Fascinating. All right, we've got Ethereum, Cardano, and Solana so far. What's the last altcoin on our list?
Last but not least, Polkadot. This one's all about interoperability, connecting those different blockchains.
Ah, Polkadot, the Internet of Blockchains. We touched on interoperability earlier, but what makes Polkadot stand out in this space?
Polkadot isn't just about connecting blockchains, though. It aims to make them work better, too. Their unique approach to governance and scalability creates a more decentralized and efficient ecosystem.
So it's like building a network where blockchains can learn from each other and support each other.
Exactly. And it's attracting a lot of attention. Polkadot's vision for a truly interoperable blockchain future is pretty exciting stuff.
Okay, we've got four very different contenders here, all with the potential to make waves in 2025. Ethereum with its upgrade, Cardano with its focus on security and sustainability, Solana and its impressive speed, and Polkadot aiming to create a connected blockchain future. This is a lot to take in.
It is, and it just shows how diverse and dynamic the altcoin landscape is.
And while these predictions are fascinating, it's important to remember that the crypto market, well, it's unpredictable.
Absolutely. Nothing's guaranteed. But I think this gives us a good starting point for our exploration. What's caught your attention so far?
I'm really intrigued by the potential of DeFi, especially after hearing about Ethereum's move to proof of stake and Solana speed. It sounds like a whole new world of financial possibilities is opening up.
That's a great observation. DeFi is definitely one of the most exciting areas in crypto right now. It's changing how we think about finance, and it could empower individuals in ways we haven't seen before.
Let's dive into that next. What exactly is DeFi, and what role do altcoins play in this revolution?
DeFi, or decentralized finance, aims to rebuild traditional financial services, things like lending and borrowing, on the blockchain, without needing those middlemen like banks.
So it's about taking the power back from those big institutions and putting it in the hands of the people.
That's a great way to put it. And what's really fascinating is how many of these DeFi platforms are actually built on and powered by various altcoins.
So altcoins are fueling this DeFi revolution.
In many ways, yes. They're the building blocks of this new financial system.
Okay, I'm officially hooked. Tell me everything.
Let's take a closer look at how DeFi actually works. I'll give you some real-world examples that might surprise you. Picking up where we left off, let's dive deeper into this decentralized finance, this DeFi world.
I'm ready to go deeper. You mentioned DeFi wants to recreate those traditional financial services on the blockchain, but can you give me a concrete example? How does that actually work?
Absolutely. Imagine you want to lend some of your crypto and earn some interest.
Okay, yeah.
Traditionally, you go to a bank, right?
Right.
But with DeFi, you can use platforms like Amav or Compound, and you can lend your crypto directly to other users.
So it's like peer-to-peer lending, but with crypto.
Exactly. And it's all managed by these things called smart contracts. They're like self-executing agreements, but written in code.
Smart contracts, so no more dealing with bank fees or complicated paperwork.
Exactly. And because it's all managed by code, it's also way faster and more secure than those old school lending methods.
I'm starting to see why people are excited about this. What other cool things are happening in this DeFi space?
Well, there's something called yield farming. It's a little more complex, but basically you can earn rewards by providing liquidity to DeFi platforms.
Liquidity.
Yeah, it's become a popular way to earn some passive income in the crypto world.
Passive income always catches my attention, but I've got to be honest, I'm still a bit lost on how yield farming actually works. Can you give me the simplified version?
Sure. Imagine a DeFi platform needs a pool of funds so it can do its lending and borrowing thing.
Right.
You can contribute your crypto to that pool. You become a liquidity provider.
So I'm like the bank, in a way, providing the capital for the platform to operate.
Exactly. And in return for providing this liquidity, you earn those rewards, often in the form of more tokens.
So my crypto is working for me even while I'm sleeping. I like the sound of that. But it also sounds a bit risky. What are some of the potential downsides here?
You're right to be cautious. Security is a major concern. We've seen some high-profile hacks, exploits, targeting these DeFi platforms.
Makes sense. With so much value locked up, they're bound to attract some bad actors. What can users do to protect themselves?
It all comes down to research. Choose reputable platforms with a good track record for security.
Okay.
And be very careful about connecting your wallet to any website you don't know or approving transactions without understanding the risks.
So it's all about being informed and careful, just like with any other kind of finances.
Exactly. Another challenge is the complexity. DeFi can be tough to understand, especially if you're new to crypto.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's easy to make mistakes if you're not careful. That's why it's so important to start slow, really educate yourself, and maybe just experiment with small amounts before you go all in.
Great advice. So we've got these incredible opportunities with DeFi, but also some serious risks to consider. It's like the classic high risk, high reward scenario.
Exactly. DeFi isn't for the faint of heart, but for those who are willing to learn and take those calculated risks, it offers a whole new world of possibilities.
It sounds like DeFi is playing a major role in this whole altcoin growth we're seeing.
Absolutely. As DeFi grows and changes, it's creating demand for all sorts of altcoins.
Oh.
They're used for specific things within these DeFi ecosystems. Some altcoins might be used for governance, giving holders voting rights, while others might be used for lending, borrowing, providing liquidity.
So the success of DeFi is tied to the success of these altcoins. They need each other.
To a large extent, yes. They're kind of feeding off each other's growth.
It's really fascinating to see this new ecosystem evolve. It's like watching the internet in its early days. So much potential.
I totally agree. The potential is immense, and we're really just scratching the surface here.
Okay, so we've got these innovative DeFi platforms powered by a variety of altcoins. But let's be realistic. How much of this is hype, and how much of it is actually going to stick around?
That's the million-dollar question. It's important to be cautious and not just get caught up in the excitement. The crypto market is notoriously volatile. Not every project is going to make it.
So how do we separate the winners from the, well, not winners. How do we identify the altcoins and DeFi projects that have staying power?
That's where our research comes in. Remember that article we're looking at?
Yeah.
It highlights some specific altcoins that are predicted to take off in 2025. And a lot of those predictions are directly related to the growth of DeFi.
Right. Those predictions. I'm curious to hear what the experts are saying.
It's worth noting, of course, these are just predictions. The crypto market is notoriously difficult to predict.
Of course, no one has a crystal ball. But it's still valuable to see what the experts are thinking.
Absolutely. So let's start with the first one on the list, Ethereum.
Ethereum. No surprise there. But I'm curious to hear more about why they think it's going to continue to do so well, especially with this Ethereum 2.0 upgrade coming.
Ethereum is already the backbone of the DeFi ecosystem, and its upgrade is aiming to make it even more scalable and efficient.
Right. Can you remind me what exactly is Ethereum 2.0 and why is it such a big deal for DeFi?
Ethereum 2.0 is this massive upgrade to the Ethereum network. It's tackling some of its biggest challenges, especially scalability. It's shifting from proof of work to proof of stake. This will make more energy efficient and able to handle way more transactions.
So faster transactions, lower fees, and a smaller environmental footprint sounds like a major improvement.
It is, and this upgrade is expected to have a ripple effect on the entire DeFi ecosystem, potentially leading to a surge in how Ethereum is used and its value.
Ethereum sounds like it's in a great position for the future. What other altcoins are on the radar for 2025?
Next, we have Cardano. They're really focused on security and a methodical approach to development.
Cardano, yeah. Why do they think Cardano is going to take off in 2025? What makes it different?
Well, Cardano is a proof-of-stake blockchain, but it stands out with some key features. First, their unique consensus mechanism, Ouroboros. It's designed to be both super secure and energy efficient.
Ouroboros, right. We touched on that earlier. They're really pushing the boundaries of proof of stake.
Exactly. And there's more. They place a lot of emphasis on formal verification.
Formal verification, that's where they use all that math to check the code, right, for vulnerabilities.
Precisely. It's like having a whole team of mathematicians double-checking every single line of code to ensure security and reliability.
So they're going above and beyond to build a really trustworthy platform. What else is driving their potential for growth?
They're big on interoperability, too, aiming to connect those different blockchains. This vision for a more connected ecosystem is attracting a lot of attention.
So they're not just building a strong platform, they're trying to build bridges between different networks. That's ambitious.
It is. It really shows their long-term vision for the future of crypto. They believe interoperability is key to unlocking the true potential of blockchain.
Okay, Cardano, definitely one to watch. What's next on our list of potential altcoin stars?
Next up, Solana. Known for its speed, those lightning-fast transactions, incredibly low costs.
Solana, yeah, the speed demon. We talked about how their technology lets them handle a massive amount of transactions so quickly.
Exactly. And that speed is a huge advantage for decentralized apps, especially things like gaming and DeFi, where fast and cheap transactions are essential.
Right. You mentioned gaming earlier. Imagine buying and selling in-game items, all on the blockchain happening in real time.
It is pretty mind-blowing, and Solana makes that possible. They're attracting a ton of interest from those developers building the next generation of decentralized applications.
Solana is tapping into a real need for speed in the crypto world. All right, what's the final altcoin on our list?
The last one is Polkadot. They have a big vision of this multi-chain future, connecting different blockchains, letting them share information and value seamlessly.
Polkadot, the Internet of Blockchains. Their approach seems revolutionary. What are some of the big advantages they offer?
Well, Polkadot's architecture allows for parallel processing across multiple chains, which is a major breakthrough for scalability. They also have this sophisticated governance system that gives token holders a real say in the development of the network.
So it's not just about connecting blockchains, it's about building a more decentralized and efficient ecosystem overall.
Exactly. Polkadot is really paving the way for a truly interoperable future, where different blockchain networks can work together seamlessly.
This has been an incredible journey. We've explored altcoins, DeFi, the potential future of crypto.
It's clear that the landscape is constantly changing and full of potential, both for innovation and investment.
But before we wrap up, I think it's important to remind everyone the crypto market is inherently risky. These predictions are just that, predictions.
Absolutely. Do your own research, understand the tech behind each project, and never invest more than you can afford to lose.
Wise words. What's the main takeaway for our listeners?
I'd say stay curious, stay informed, and don't be afraid to explore. The world of altcoins and DeFi is vast, but it's exciting. With the right approach, you can find a lot of opportunities.
Couldn't agree more. This deep dive has been fantastic, and I'm even more excited about the future of crypto now.
Me too. It's a fascinating time to be involved in this space. Who knows what amazing innovations and opportunities are just around the corner?
That's the beauty of it, isn't it? The unknown, the potential, the possibility to create something truly transformative.
Exactly. And who knows, maybe one of our listeners will be the next big crypto pioneer, building the next groundbreaking altcoin or DeFi platform that changes everything.
And on that note, we'll leave you to continue your own exploration of the altcoin universe. Thanks for joining us for this deep dive and happy exploring.